All right, hello guys, what's going on? Hope you guys are all doing fantastic today. My name is Michael Lamprea, and I'm applying for a position with you guys for Fit in 30. So I'm just making this video for the second part of the interview for Michael, and I also believe I'm talking to Jesse and perhaps Hannah. So thank you guys for giving me the opportunity. I really appreciate it. So I'm just gonna get started. Michael said he wanted me to touch on three things. A little bit about my credentials, a little bit about my favorite transformation in a client that I've seen, and a little bit about as to why I do this. So in terms of my credentials, what I have, I started this whole thing maybe 4 or 5 years ago, just getting my CanFit Pro, nice and easy. From there I went ahead and got the healthy eating and weight loss certification. I did a Kelly Starrett 1-day intensive when I was working at Good Life. I became boot camp certified at Good Life. I also did Darby Training Systems Level 1, Precision Nutrition Level 1. I have done Good Life Personal Training Institute. I have done that as well. So those are kind of the main ones that I've done in terms of the physical space. And I really care a lot about like the mental aspect of this whole thing. When I tell you why I do this, you're gonna kind of understand a little bit more why. So I've done courses like the Landmark Forum. I've done courses like with entrepreneurs like Colin Sprake, Business Mastery. What else have I done? I've become certified as a speaker under a group called Elite Speakers Academy for public speaking. And even in the last year, I've been certified under 2 charity groups. One of them is Youth Speak Canada, and the other one is Jack.org. What they do is they go to universities, they go to high schools, they go to public schools, and we talk about mental health, and we talk about different tools that we can use to kind of help elevate our mental health and different things that we can implement into our life, so we don't have to suffer from any mental health issues, which is what I really care about, which is going to lead into the next part of this, which is like my favorite transformation, and then I'll get into my why. So my favorite transformation was a girl that I was working with I think 3 years ago. Her name is Julie. And just to kind of paint the picture for you, this one wasn't even so much about attaining a specific physical goal, even though she did. It was the transformation that this person made, and being able for her to just like come out of her shell and see like what was able to come to fruition of seeing a person just feel like okay with being herself and not having to feel validated from any like exterior source. And so this is a person who like had never worked out ever. Like we're talking about someone who, as soon as she was able to drop gym class, she dropped gym class, and she had never worked out. Her body was all body fat. She had no like muscle on her, no structure, and it was a bunch of imbalances. Hips were tilted out of whack, shoulders were rolled forward, and we started working together, and it was tough, and she felt very challenged. And we stuck together for 6 months. And why this was such like a big thing for me is because she really stretched herself financially to make it happen. But what I saw after us working together was like tremendous. She went ahead and got enrolled back into college. She's been since taking extended courses, continued education in college. She's got a new job at a new bakery because she hated her job. She worked at a grocery store. So she went and got an education to get a job at a bakery to get herself paid more. She now works out 3 times a week. She's maintaining her fitness. Her and I aren't training personally anymore because it was a little too expensive to maintain for her, which I completely understand in the transition she was at. But now she has like happy relationships in her life, and she can communicate with her boyfriend and feel confident in who she is as a person. And for me, that was like tremendous. And knowing that she's continuing her fitness after we've worked out is incredible, because I know for her, it wasn't even specifically about having tight hips or a bigger butt or toned arms. It was just like an overall internal transformation, and that's what it did for her. And that's wild, and that's what I love, and that is what I really care about the most. And that's gonna lead me into my why as to why I do this. 6 years ago now, my life wasn't in a really good spot. I was addicted to drugs. I was hanging out with the wrong crowds, and you guys will see this if you hire me, bring me on the team. You guys know this because this is what I talk about. I have no problem disclosing this information. And I had no idea how I was going to get out of it. I had no direction in my life. I had nowhere where I knew like to go. I was a high school dropout with no friends, no real ambition, no direction going anywhere. And so this, literally the best decision I could probably say at this point in my life was joining a gym for $20 a month. You know, I would always say things are too expensive. I always wanted to be fit and in shape, but I didn't know what to do. I didn't feel like I can afford it or like put the work in. And so I just signed up for this gym, $20 gym in my city, close to my neighborhood. And I was like, I can afford this, I can make this work. And so I would go every day. For 6 months, I would YouTube videos, I would, Instagram, whatever it is. I would try to find ways to learn how to build muscle, to get stronger, whatever the case was that I was looking for. I didn't even have like a periodization. I just knew like I wanted to be a beast. I just wanted to be stronger and fitter. And then after that 6 months period in my life where I noticed that like I had gone so hard into this, like I had committed time, I had committed resources, I had researched like what to eat when you're trying to get bigger and stuff like that. I saw the drastic change I had in my life. I now had new goals that I cared about. I now had new things that I wanted to do with myself. Like I just felt better. And it started with just me saying like I have no direction in my life. I have no high school, like I'm a dropout, I'm not going to college, like what am I gonna do? And I looked if I can be a personal trainer. And I started doing that because I felt like if I can do this for myself, why not do this for as many people as possible and find a way to like impact the universe. So that's why I do it. That's a little bit about me, my credentials, my why, my favorite transformation. I hope you guys enjoy the video. Please get back to me. I'm looking forward to working with you guys. Seems like a really great company. And again, thank you so much for the opportunity and looking forward to hearing back from you. Peace.